Good morning, Fly Babies. It's me, your Flylady Kat, and I'm happy to see you here. Today is Monday. It's the beginning of our week, and we'll just wait till a few more people get on here, and then I'll tell you what to do today, and then I'll answer your questions, give you some inspiration for the day. Thank you for the 2 thumbs up, 2 people on. Yay. I do want to say, any of you coming on to watch this later, that we have grown in our subscriptions to 16,000 something, no, 17,629 or something like that as of this morning, which is a huge jump for us. We were at 16,000 just the other day. And so I don't know how you're finding me. I have investigated, and it looks like you're just being referred because of everybody giving thumbs up on this channel, and I really appreciate it. If you are new, welcome. We're so happy to have you here, and I'll just let you know that I am a Fly Lady with the Flylady Premium group, which is through the original Flylady. We were given the mentors that were interviewed, went through a really strict interview process, and have all been where you are and are really excited to be named Fly Ladies by the Fly Lady. So you're not a Fly Lady just because you're flying. You're Fly Lady when you're mentoring people to be fly babies, to be flying, to be on their own. Okay, so we have about 28 people on, so I'm going to go ahead and give you the work for the day, and then we'll answer some questions. So good, beautiful Monday morning, as App Mom says. Okay. Today is Monday. It is our weekly home blessing hour day, but we don't start with that. We start with our routines. We have 5 routines. 5. The first one is to get up in the morning before the family and do your morning routine, which takes care of you because you're very important. And flying stands for FLY, finally loving yourself. So let's get up and take care of ourselves. Let's get up and wash our face, brush our teeth, comb our hair, put on our moisturizer, put on a little makeup, a little perfume, some earrings, whatever it is that you love to do. Get dressed in your clothes that you laid out last night. Give the sink a little wipe out. Give the toilet a little swish. If you have more than one sink and toilet, go do them all. It takes just that long. Thank you, Linda. And then when you are done with that, you're going to make your bed if somebody's not in it. If someone's in it, go make it later. Go in the kitchen. But if there's no one in it, make your bed. If you can, make it first thing, because that's the shiny sink of the bedroom. Every place has a shiny sink. And that doesn't mean that you have detail cleaned anything. It just means there's a focus in that room of peace and calm, okay? Next, we're going to go into the kitchen, make ourselves a little breakfast, a little coffee, and then when we're feeling our best, we're going to wake up our family. Not the way we were when we first got out of bed. And put the children through their morning routines. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to put some laundry in the machine. So if you have some laundry, put a load in. If you don't have, don't worry about it. If you have more than one load, then you're going to do, maybe you have a family of 5 people and you have 2 loads a day, 5 days a week, or 3 loads a day. Doesn't matter. Put those in one after the other. Remember that the laundry is not done until it's dried, taken out, folded, hung up, and put away. That's when you've done the laundry. The machines are doing all the other work. The third thing is it'll not get done, but if you do an inch a day, 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, that's when the mail runs, then you'll get a whole foot of paperwork done in 2 weeks. And in the whole month, you'll get 2 feet of paperwork done. So in 6 months, you can go through 12 feet of paperwork. And that time is going to pass anyway, and you're probably not going to tackle it. And also remember that 98% of your paper clutter is trash. The third thing we're going to do, that's 3. The fourth thing we're going to do is after dinner. We're going to do our after dinner routine. That doesn't just mean after supper dinner. It's going to mean after breakfast, after lunch, and after supper. Clean those dishes up. Wipe the stove off. Get things put in the dishwasher or wash the dishes. And then go on with your evening. Now in the after dinner routine, we're going to also add clean the floor up a little bit. You don't have to sweep it and mop it. Just take a wet paper towel and wipe up whatever you just spilt on the floor. Wipe the table, wipe the counters. And these things I always recommend delegating. If you can delegate, why are you doing it yourself? You're not the maid. It is a family living here. Even if you're an at-home mom, your job is to raise children, not to clean houses. Teach the children how to do these things. The fifth final thing is your before bed routine. This is the critical thing before you go to bed, that you set up your before bed routine now so that you know what time you have to be in bed in order to get up, giving you enough sleep time, and that you can get up before the family. So set that first. Look at your planner, see what's in it for tomorrow. Lay out your clothes that you need for that day, for the next day. Get your food ready for the next day. Do you need to take something out of the freezer? Do you need to put the crock pot out or the Instant Pot so you remember that you're going to do that tomorrow? Make sure your kitchen is shiny, that the dishes are in the dishwasher, that the dishwasher is running. Make sure you get the kids to bed before you do this. They have a 30-minute before bed routine that starts before, so you have to figure out what time your children need to be asleep. I'm sitting outside, some love bugs just floated by. If you're not from Florida or the South, you might not know what they are, but they're down here. Anyway, they won't hurt, but they're annoying. Okay, so that's the routine. So we're going to do our routines. Now, if you're an at-home flybaby, you're going to do those first 3 in the morning. If you're a payroll flybaby, you're just going to do your morning routine, go to work. When you come home, start your laundry, do your paper routine, and then the after dinner and the before bed routine. The next thing we're going to do is our zone. We are in zone 5. This is the last week of the month. This is the living room, dining room. So what I want you to do, if you have clutter in there, is declutter for 15 minutes. Stop, clean up, and you're complete the process. Put away, give away, throw away, take care of that, and then you're done. If you don't have clutter, then you're going to pick one thing to deep clean, and deep clean takes 5 to 10 minutes. It is not a perfectionist clean, even though it's a deep clean. It's your best deep clean, but it's not a perfectionist clean. Perfectionism does not exist in the Flylady system. Perfection does not exist in the world. All right, next we're going to do our basic weekly plan. Today, that is the weekly home blessing hour. So after you've done your zone, you're going to do the 6 jobs of the basic weekly plan, weekly home blessing hour. That is, strip your bed and wash your sheets. Now, if you've already made your bed, like I told you to, you're going to have to strip it. So if you remember, on Monday, you're not making the bed, you're stripping the bed. Sorry about that. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to empty the garbage cans in the house. Not the kitchen, we're doing that every day, but the rest of the little garbage cans, put new liners in. The third thing we're going to do is we're going to wipe all the spots off the glass, not with a Windex and a big giant motion. We're going to do little motions with just a wet microfiber cloth, just getting the spots off of things. Remember, we're just blessing. Each of these things takes 10 minutes or less. I don't care how big your house is. I don't care how big your house is. In 10 minutes, stop. So get the most important ones. The fourth thing is the dusting. If you have a nice feather duster, you're going to feather dust your whole house in 10 minutes or less. If you can't get the whole house, get the main spots. We are blessing, not cleaning. The sixth and final thing, the fifth and sixth things are the floors. So if you have hardwood floors, you're going to use a dust mop and run through real quick. If you have carpet, you're going to use a vacuum cleaner and just get the traffic patterns. If you have both, you're only going to spend 5 minutes on the carpet and 5 minutes on the hard. Then you're going to mop the kitchen and the bathrooms. Again, in the kitchen, just the traffic patterns. If the bathrooms are small, you can get the whole thing. The main parts that you want to get are in front of the sink and around the toilet, in front of the tub. That's what you want to get. Okay, that's it. Now, if you have kiddos, 3 of those are baby jobs. The garbage cans, the dusting, and the, what, do you know? The spots on the glass. Those can be delegated. Those are baby jobs. Bigger jobs are the floors and the sheets. So if you have a 9-year-old, they can strip their bed and wash their sheets. 9-year-olds can wash the laundry. And if you have a strong 9-year-old, they may be able to vacuum or mop. Remember, you have to take into consideration their physical ability, their manual dexterity, and their mental prowess. So if you can give them instructions and they can follow, great. If they are too small, then they can't do it, and that's okay too. You can do it. All right, that's it for today. Let's get into our conversation. Oh, one last thing. If you're a payroll flybaby, you're not going to do the weekly home blessing hour when you come home from work. That's ridiculous. I worked my entire life and just recently retired 3 years ago. I did the Flylady system. You can't do a weekly home blessing hour when you get home and do all the other things you have to do, especially if your kids are in football, etc. So you're going to do one or delegate one thing to be done today. If you delegate, you're going to inspect what you expect. So if you're delegating, you're going to just do your sheets on Saturday, then you're going to do one of those other 5 items a day, delegating where you can. All right, I'm done. Woo! Let's talk. So who's on here? Let me run through this real quick. I'm sitting outside in front of my Henny Bee, and I thank you so very much, Linda, for your sweet contribution. You're such a good girl. Cinderly Hahn, good morning. Welcome to the live chat, everyone. Carrie P is here, Melissa Moore, Keto Michelle, Kathy Petrosky-Williams, Connie Miller, Dickie Talmadge, Ruth Ann Morris, Minnesota Fur Baby Mama, Shelley Lee. Got some of my new mentees in here, B. Marie, Regina Udy, some of my old mentees too, not that you're old, Regina, Donna Norris, Roll Tide, Ronner Lambeth, Chaz Tam, Wanda Campbell, Becky Stoneman, Kendall. Rana says, we love you and are so glad to be a part of the Flylady system. Thank you, Rana. Shelley Lee, our weekend was fantastic. We watched my son do CrossFit competition. Very inspirational. The women were doing it too. Practically cried. They were working so hard. Makes you really want to do something physically. Linda said, blessings on this beautiful Monday from Whittier, California. That's at Mom. Darlene Howard, I saw that you were mentioned on Clutterbug and The Secret Slob. Did they both mention me? I didn't see on The Secret Slob, and I can't imagine that Cass would mention me because she has her own cleaning system. But thanks, Cass. Thanks. Steph? You guys rock. Keto Michelle, I've been telling everyone that will listen. I've also tagged your channel under my YouTube, and you have helped me tremendously. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Keto Michelle. And there's that mom's contribution, so sweet. Kara Murphy, good morning. It's been a hard morning. I'm so glad to be here. So glad to have you here. So good to be here, she said. Lady G says, good morning. Carol Dickens, so glad to catch us live. She's got to go to work. Nikki T, good morning. Becky Olson-Mikowski, the bed is the shiny sink of my bedroom. Yes. Or the bedroom. Jessica, I put my alarm early, but my son woke up with me, so I was nursing the whole hour. I woke up before early, trying to, it's hard when you're nursing a baby, and you just sometimes have to work around it, and that's what you have to do. But you're doing good, Jessica. Donna said, secret, I don't know what that was from. Donna, did you ask me a secret question and I missed it? Hi, Marty. Hi. Marty, my sister and one of my mentors. She's not my mentor, but I love her. My monitor, and Mr. B is on here too. Ronald Lambeth is saying hey to Marty. Illustrate Life, one of my new fly babies. Hello. One of my new mentees. JD, good advice. Ronald Lambeth, no clutter, yay you. Sherry Cook, forgot today. I forgot today was later, weekly home. Yeah, I went to Weight Watchers today. I gained 0.4. I'll be doing better next week though. And the body is not a robot, it sometimes gains, it holds a little water, sometimes loses. It's fine. I'm almost there, 16 more pounds. Marty said, I hear birds chirping. How nice. It is nice. Morning routine's done. Zone done. Still need to do my weekly home blessing. Half done. Yay. Izzy. Donna says, congrats to Rana. Good morning, Candace Van Dahl, Chantilly Eggerson. My kids helped me with the after dinner routine last night, and it saved me so much time, and they actually liked helping. Yes, it gives them a sense of pride. Yay, Chantilly. JD, how many hours should you sleep? Everyone is different. I sleep about 8.5, sometimes 7.5. But some people get along with as little as 6, and some people need as much as 9 or 10. Figure out what works best for you. What do you feel best at, and don't fool yourself, okay? Don't forget to put all your questions, comments, your questions in capitals for me. Thank you so much. Or you can do a super chat, and that's also very nice. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh my goodness, there's so many on here, and I'm in such a bad place. Oh, there, that's better. Okay. If I skipped you, I am so sorry, and I'm doing my best. Okay. Yuli from Greece says, good afternoon. Congrats on such a number of new subscribers. Always a 20%er. Yes, you are, Yuli. I'm so proud of you. Yasmin Sierra, good morning. Anna R, good morning. So glad to catch you live again. Got my husband on board this weekend to help delegate chores to the kiddos. They whined a little, but got it done. And they might whine, and that's okay too. Continue to be consistent. Expect certain things, inspect what you expect and do those clutter checks, and it'll improve immensely. And certainly your children will learn, just like they learn at school, that there's certain rules in the home, okay? And they'll become better for it, I promise. And your household will be better because you're going to have more time to spend with them, and that's what it's all about. Not cleaning the house, it's about life. All right, let's see. Ooh, Gretchen just finished her weekly home blessing hour. As he said, it's 50 degrees where she is. Marty cleaned out all the ashes in her fireplace. We don't have it anymore. We don't need it anymore. That's right. We don't need it anymore, Marty. We're done. Oh my goodness, girls, I may have to take you inside and plug in the phone. I can't believe it's saying I have a low battery. I had plenty of battery when I started. Ariel says, hi, I'm glad I made it. Hi, Ariel. Let's go inside, girls. What do you say? We'll just go inside. Mr. B, will you come to the door and help me in? Thank you. Ah! Let's see if he heard me. He gets a delayed reaction. Coffee down. Nope, I guess he didn't hear me. Can y'all see me? Too late. Did it myself. Did it myself. Whoops. Whoops. Whoops, it turned over. Hold on. There we go. All right, let me shut the door because the air conditioner's on.
You don't have it plugged in.
It's not plugged in. Are y'all enjoying this? Are you enjoying me doing all this crazy stuff? Hold on, I'll plug us in and we can talk a little longer. Can you, Mr. B, can you mute, please, sir? Thank you so much. Okay. All right, can you guys hear me? Is this better? All right, let me see. Let me go back. I'm gonna have to go back a bit, so can you hold off on your comments for just a minute? I sure appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right. I love that you guys talk to each other, and this is such a great community. I really do. Let me pull this down. Okay. Okay, we were talking with Anna, who got her kids on board, and that was awesome. Good morning, Jennifer H. and Gail Buster. 8 hours for most people for optimum health, but it depends. Everybody's different. Margaret Rose is here. Hi, Marg. I know I feel great when sleeping 8 hours, Ronna said. Mr. B is reminding everyone that questions are super chat. Put them in caps or super chat so I don't miss your comment or question. Your question, not your comment. Candace Van Dahl completed my morning routine and we'll move on with everything else after the chat. Awesome. Izzy said my zone 5 is the snug area. I hung blackout curtains for the movie night and I think they're crooked. Uh-oh. Oh well, you can fix them. Don't be a perfectionist, but do your best. Ooh, the air turned off. Now you can hear me better. Did you know that air conditioning in the Honeybee and any other trailer is really loud? I didn't know that. Allison Stevens is here. Hi, Allison, one of my newbies. Marty Watson, one of my new mentees. Marty Watson said, today I cleaned out all the ashes. I read that somehow. Let's see, Gretchen Berkey. Hey, Kat, just finished the weekly home blessing hour doing the mopping while I listen. You go, Gretchen. So proud of you. Lady G, blessed my house this morning. Done my zone and laundry, ready to be put away. Yes, well, until it's put away, you haven't done the laundry, but you're on track. Ariel says, hi, I'm glad you made it too, Ariel. Melissa says, wow, caught you live. Thought it was sure I would miss you. Sending love from Las Vegas to you and Mr. B and from soon to be rainy Las Vegas. Hey, Melissa, we look forward to your comments. Hello, Mr. B. Awesome, Mr. B, Allison said. Nancy H. Hi, Nance, one of my mentees. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. I did. I hope you did as well. Lovely girl. Perception changer for the room I hated the most. Ha ha, at Donna Norris. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Give those thumbs up, girls. Allison's reminding everybody we have 83 people on 41 thumbs up, so that's pretty good. We're about 50%. Thumbs up makes all the difference for you, for me, and for all the new people out there that are getting an opportunity to come in. Brenda Solom said, thanks. Erin K. Novak, good morning from Northwest Arkansas. I'm finishing my weekly home blessing while listening. Delicate Damsel, hello, I just found you and watched the sync video. Hello, Delicate Damsel, and welcome. If you would, put your name in your comments if it's not in your title so that I can call you by name, and everyone else will be happy to welcome you and let you be part of this community. We're so happy to have you here. I know you watched the sync video. I hope more that you watched the how to do the Flylady system for newbies. That's the one I really want you to watch. Shining your sink is the first step of the Flylady system, and it's important because it's a step. It's a first step. It's not important because you are perfection cleaning your sink. It's not important that you use the things that the Flylady says to use in there. Some people don't want to use bleach in their sink. I don't really like bleach either. Some people don't want to scratch their aluminum sinks. You know what? All that is perfectionism. You do what works for you. Just get that sink emptied and get it cleaned. And then once it's clean, that's your starting point. Then I want you to follow my things. Follow what I say to do, because here's the deal. There's a 31 baby step thing that a lot of people do, and it takes them a long time to get to that point because they want to do everything all at once because they're miserable and they can't stand to live this way any longer. I don't really advocate the 31 baby steps because I am you and I know how you feel. What I advocate is that you start with the routines for about a week. Get your routines down. Then once you've got that down, it won't be perfect. Don't go for perfection. Go for your best. Then you're going to do your basic weekly plan, because these are life things: paying your bills, buying groceries, running errands, making a list, checking your groceries, cleaning your car and purse out, having a free day. They're very important. Once you get those two things going, those are the 2 plates spinning, then you put in the zones. The zones is the final step. That's week 3 for me with you, but it's different for each person. But don't really try to do all of it at once, and don't do it for more than 15 minutes when you're doing a declutter. Because when we work in the zones, that's when our clutter starts to go. Only 15 minutes. I know it sounds impossible that anything will happen, but I can attest, and so can all of my fly babies who are my 20%ers, meaning that 100% of the people who watch these videos, of those, 80% are watchers, 20% are doers. So if you're part of my 20% club, I know that you can attest to the fact that when you work for 15 minutes and stop, you're setting habits up. And you're slowly but surely conquering this. Because if you want to do it the way you've been doing it, you're going to get what you've been getting. Why are you here in the first place? Because you're unhappy with the way it is, right? We're going to change everything. And we're going to remember that life is not about cleaning our house. Life is about spending that time with our family, enriching our own lives, enriching their lives. Okay? All right, let's see. Let's see what all kind of chat we've got going now. So if you're new, welcome. And I know I said that in the beginning, but I'm saying it again. If you're new, welcome. Please watch the How to Do the Flylady System for Newbies. It takes about 40 minutes for that to run, and you're going to make notes. So you're going to stop and make notes, have a paper and pencil ready. You're going to need about an hour to really focus on what I'm telling you. And then all the things we say won't be so foreign to you. Okay? All right. And I look forward, Delicate Damsel, to seeing you again and knowing your name. Okay, let's pick up where I left off. Darlene Howard, someone in the comments mentioned you. Oh, I see. Thank you, Darlene. Vicki Lane, Vicki from Sunrise here. Hi, Vicki. Are you new? Melissa B says, hey to Marty. Connie Miller, doing paper routine and zone while listening to you this morning. Didn't sleep well last night, but no longer using excuses not to get it done. Girl, you go, Connie. Get it done anyway. Do it anyway. That's right. Do it anyway. We can come up with a zillion excuses, can't we, Connie? I've heard them all, and I've given them all. Believe me. I've got a new baby. I have cramps. I didn't sleep. My hair's a mess. I have a stomach ache. I have to work. You know, there's just a zillion trillion things that you can say that makes you say, okay, I'm off the hook. You're not. There's no mother's note to the school for this. We're going to get up and get it done, right? If you are ill and you are on bed rest, you cannot do it. If you are ill and you haven't gone to the doctor, but you know you're sick, you have a fever, you're throwing up, you can't do it. If you have a cold and you just feel yucky, you can get up and do your routines at least that first day or two, and then pop back in. Don't get yourself in a sweat when you're sick, okay? All right. Thanks for that reminder, Connie. Allison says, Secret Slob came up on my recommendations and I watched her a little. She's cute. She shows a video where she does her before and after a year of following Flylady. Now, she's actually following Marla Silly and Diane in Denmark, who advocates the 31 baby steps. I am a student of Marla Silly and a mentor through Marla Silly's job. I only have 2 mentees that I do through Premium. I do personal mentoring now. And slowly but surely, I will not be mentoring through that anymore. I'll be doing it personally. But I am an official Flylady. Okay. And Marla herself has said, everyone has their own take on things. As a matter of fact, if you wonder where Marla got everything, she got it from the Sidetracked Home Executives, the 2 sisters whom I adore, who came out in the 1980s or earlier with a book called The Sidetracked Home Executives. Secret Slobs, that's what they call themselves. And they were Pam Young and, oh my goodness, I love her so much, I can't think of her name, Jones. Pam and, anyway, Jones. I can't think of her first name, but she's so precious, and she still has videos out there. But I couldn't find her in the 2000s, but I found Flylady, who actually also did that and used that as her stepping off for her Flylady system. Okay. Let's see. Trying to catch up where I was. Donna said, I always tell my family that if they're bring their dirty dishes to the sink and don't soak them, especially forks and utensils, then it's like it wasn't brought to the sink at all. Or better yet, don't even soak them, wash them. But yes, Donna, that's a good thing to say. Diana, hi Diana, damsel, delicate damsel. Yes, okay, we'll watch, doing dishes while I watch. Awesome, Diana, so happy to have you. Remind me every time you make a note, because I won't remember, because there's so many people watching. Just put Diana in there. If you're on here regularly, I will remember at some point. You never know. I don't know what makes it click, but sometimes it does. Sarah Miller, good morning. Finishing up my weekly home blessing hour. Had to start swapping out, emptying the trash for wiping my kids' random fingerprints off the doors and walls this time of year. Oh goodness. We'll have the kids do it. Delegate, lady. Sarah Miller, love the freedom of making it my own. Yes, but don't recreate the wheel. Make it your own. Do all the things that we say to do in that week, but don't recreate the wheel or you'll be sad. Very good, Donna, Allison said. Ronna said, let's get 1,000 people on Kat and Mr. B so we can do the karaoke night. We are missing them like crazy. Yes, Kat and Mr. B channel. If you want live karaoke, we have to have 1,000 people. Donna Norris has given a thumbs up. Anna Hosa, dear Kat, do you have a strategy for garden work? I do. It's not part of housework. It's all separate. But there are things you need to do weekly, monthly, daily, quarterly, annually. Put them down and do those things daily. Do some things weekly, do some things monthly, do some things quarterly, just like the way the house is done. Have a book, follow it. Go out there as a reward. If you enjoy your yard, do it as a reward after you've done your morning things. Okay, after you've done your work in the house in the morning, then you have some time. Hopefully it's still morning and it'll be cool enough for you. Or in the evening, okay? I know that Izzy had a personal meeting with me to help her get that what's it called? Pam and Peggy, thank you so much, Kara Murphy. As a mom, my mom was Sidetracked Home Executive fan. Yes, it's Pam Young and Peggy Jones. Peggy, and she's the one who still has some things out there. Pam and Peggy Melissa, yes. Peggy Melissa, yes. 2 different Melissas. Linda, yes. Did I miss Kathy? Kathy Davin, hello. Yana Kopetz, I wanted to do my morning routine this morning, but I couldn't wake up before my family did because I was watching your videos at 2 a.m. I'm very honored, but please don't do that again. You're more important. You're more important, not the perfection of getting this thing done. You're the most important person. Go to sleep. Tonight, I know you will. Get up and do the best you can for the day, okay? But you won't be your best when you haven't had sleep. All right. I am skipping some things and I am so very sorry. I'm trying to get everything. Vicki Lane is from Sunrise, not new, but been a patron all year. Just have a hard time finding you live. Vicki from Sunrise. Okay, Vicki. Are you as Vicki Lane in one word on Patreon? I don't recall seeing Vicki Lane as one word. All right. They are so sweet. They talk about your inner child and name her and tell her to go away. That's right. Vicki and Sunrise, Pam and Peggy. That's right. Dickie says Peggy. That's right. Carrie Joy, I always mention your YouTube channel and comments I leave on other tubes. Aw, thanks, Carrie Joy. Caitlin Cunningham, I did have the question for garden and outside work. You got the answer. LS, hi, my name is Leslie. Hi, Leslie, and I'm new to Flylady. Already having a great small successes, and your Flylady 101 video and shining the sink video really helped me start. Thank you. You are so welcome. So happy to have you, Leslie. Please welcome Leslie, everyone. And I hope to see you all the time on here, Leslie. So exciting. Don't forget to put your name in every time because I won't remember for a bit, okay? And then one day you'll notice that you don't have to put it because I know who you are. And then after I know who you are, I forget again. It's the truth. I speak the truth. It's the most embarrassing thing not to be able to remember someone's name, and it's the most flattering thing to call someone by their name, and that's what I like to do. Donna said, they never ever wash them, especially when I'm not there. They rarely even soak them. Inspect what you expect. If your kids are old enough, set up, what's it called? Not circumstances. I can't think of what I'm trying to think of, but somebody will put it in there. You know, when you don't do your job, then you've chosen it's not a circumstance, but it's like a circumstance. It's a, I'm having a day. You know what? I just got in from out of town yesterday, and I'm always this way when we travel. I don't know why. All right. We've been on 31 minutes, but we're going to go a little bit longer because there's 100 people on here, so we're going to go an extra 10 minutes. And at the end of 10 minutes, we're going to stop. We can get a lot done in 10 minutes. Give me just a minute to answer these comments. I'm going to go backwards. So I'm stopping answering questions where Micah People says consequences. Thank you, girls, and Shelly and Sherry. Thank you, consequences. So if your child is not washing the dishes and that's what you expect them to do, then they're choosing not to wash the dishes, and that's perfectly okay because you are perfectly capable. You are perfectly able to wash the dishes, but they will have a consequence that will inspire them not to do that again. Okay. Micah said, behind today as I had morning meeting at the kids' school. Love you, Micah. Consequences, Sunflower Girl. That is Lynn. Marty said, consequence. All you girls are so smart. Kevin and Christine Layburn. Christine said, good morning. I have almost slayed Mount Washmore. Now doing paper ad part of my morning routine in only 15 minutes. Life isn't just about tidying up. Bless you from the Emirati. How do you say that? How do you say that? Emiratis? Emeritus? Emirat? I know how to say that word and I can't do it. Rania, please tell me how to say it phonetically and I will, but I'm not going to answer you yet because I'm going backwards. Hi, Leslie. Welcome, Candace said. Vicki from Sunrise. I'm Mia. Vicki on Patreon. Thank you, Vicki. I will look you up. Allison says, I did it and it helped so much. That's to Fur Baby Mama with the 15 minutes. GM, good morning, A. Brown. Rania said, hello, Kat. Watched your explanation video of Flylady. Wrote it down on paper and so happy I'm back on track. Yes, girl. So proud of you. Rania, have you been here before? Help me. Fur Baby Mama said, I am overwhelmed. I was sick and got behind in school trying to catch up. And my housework has fallen behind. Not sure if I should start like a newbie with routines or what. Never catch up. Start with your morning routine. Go right into your zone and finish with your basic weekly plan. Even though when we're learning it, we do the basic weekly plan second and the zone third. Once we get into it, we're going to flip those and do zone second, weekly home blessing, or the whatever it is third. Because sometimes it takes you out of the house. Sometimes it involves sitting down. When you go out of the house or sit down, you're less likely to want to get up and work in your zone. Melissa's welcoming everybody. Sarah Miller, oh yes, I'm not recreating the wheel. I love the routines and zones. My kids do the trash on garbage pickup day, and our Don't need empty twice a week. Delegating. Yes. Love it that you're delegating, Sarah. Marielle Forrest, I'm glad I caught you live. Hi, Marielle. Hey, if you are not a patron, please consider joining. The Patreon page is a link that you can put on your phone for Patreon, or you can go to patreon.com. I'm one of the founders of Patreon. Didn't found the company, but I'm one of the founding members. So I'm one of the first group. It's been all around for about, I don't know, a year or two. And I've only been on there about, what do you think, about a year, babe? About a year, I think. But they did grandfather me in as a founding member, so that's pretty exciting. Our goal is to have 1,000 patrons by the end of December 31st. And what does that do for you? What it does for you is, if you can't be personally mentored by me, this is the next best thing. Personal mentoring is $40 a month. I only accept so many people. I mean, $80 a month. It's $20 a session. We have 4 30-minute sessions a month. So I can only accept so many people because there's only so much of me. And I have filled everything up for summer. In March and fall, I will start a new group. But if you can't be personally mentored, then my recommendation is that you do become a patron. You're called a patron in the Patreon group. When you're a patron, you're going to get videos made specifically by me for you for things that really help you build the foundation for working in the Flylady system. Also in your life in general. I will make videos that you request if it does fit into what we're working on. And I will answer all your questions as a patron. So it's like the second best thing to being personally mentored. I also am getting ready to start going live just for my patrons. And now see, Caitlin, with all those little squirrels, you got me looking at that comment. I can't look at those little squirrels right now. Because I also am a sidetrack person. So when you come over to the patron channel, it costs you. It does. It's not free, but there are no advertisements. It costs you a whopping $5 a month. You get 20 videos a month, answers to all your questions. We're going live starting in the month of May, maybe once a week on that channel. And I'm just really excited to have you be a force of 1,000, because when you do this, seriously commit and do this, then you're not going to only impact your personal life, you're going to be a force for change with your family, with your family's family. When your children grow up, they will have learned things from you, and they'll come back to you and say, how did you do that, Mom? And you can remind them. So you're going to be a force for change, which can go on for generations. That is exciting to me. I want you to know that when I do make my Patreon channel videos, or any video, I always pray before I do it that it'll meet your needs. So I really encourage you to become a patron. This is the end of the month. When you first join, you'll be charged immediately $5, and you get charged $5 a month. You can put it on PayPal, you can put it on a Visa card or credit card, or you can put it on your debit card. That's how they do it. You can't pay in advance, but you can put all the advance pay if you want to on your PayPal, and they can just take that out if that's what you want to do. But once we reach 1,000, then I'm going to be making a plaque with everyone's name on it. It's going to hang right here in the Henny Bee, and you're going to get a certificate that you are a force for change, that you are one of the force of 1,000 in the patrons. So I'm so happy to say that to you, and I love you so much. Also, any new classes that I offer will be offered through the Patreon channel. I rarely ever have any that I can offer on this channel because they get taken by the patrons. But they're making an investment in their future, and that's why I go to them first. Okay, back. Squirrel, yes. Okay, now I'm going to go. I think I answered all your questions. We've got 2 more minutes. I'm sorry if I missed any questions. If it's really a radical question that you must have answered, you're going to have to super chat it or I won't see it. I'm going to just go where I see. Skip twice, last try, Izzy said, do you set the agenda for the mentoring sessions, or do we set it 30 minutes will fly without a plan? I always have a plan, girl. Never work without a plan. Don't worry. Nancy's behind on her garage project, hoping to meet completion date. Only 12 days left. Wish you luck. Work the hours or minutes that you have planned to work and no more. Be consistent. Stay in place. Work to the best of your ability, and when you're done, complete the process. You will probably get it done or close to done. If you have to adjust your end date when you get closer, do that, okay? Let me see if there's anything else in caps that I'm missing. Have you ever used a stopwatch to see how long it takes you to do a test? Absolutely. I don't use a stopwatch, I use a timer, and then when I look, if it's not 15 minutes, I can say, oh my goodness, I have still 5 minutes left. So absolutely, things take a lot less, like it takes about 7 minutes to fold a load of laundry. Who knew? It seems like it takes an hour, right? Or at least, 30 minutes. Let's see what else. Looking for capital so I can get these last things. I did have a question for garden work. Okay, that's already been handled. I think that's it. All right, ladies. Going down here to the bottom, if there's anything else. Flylady Simple Elegance, first time here. Discovered Flybaby 2 days ago. Oh my goodness, so exciting. Have no idea how to do this complete system. Have seen different videos, including the morning and evening routines, etc. Okay, Flylady Simple Elegance. First of all, give me your name so I can call you by name. Second of all, I won't get that today because we're already in for 40 minutes. Please go watch the video, how to do the Flylady system for newbies, on my home page. It's a 40-minute video. You'll need a paper and pencil. You'll need to stop the video and take notes, okay? That's it. That's where you start. Then come back to me and watch these videos. Christine. Okay, welcome, Christine. So happy to have you here. So exciting for you. Try to get perfectionism out of your head. There's no perfect, okay? You're just going to do your best. Stop when I say stop. Do what I say do. Your life will be easier. Your afternoons will be better. You'll finally love yourself. We're so happy to have you here. Okay, everyone, I've got to go. I can't answer the last questions. It's already 41 minutes, and I've already made a commitment, so I have to go. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I always want you to remember that I love you very much and that you are beautiful. Bye-bye.